guys, so tip number 2, you need to train all bicep muscles. Okay, so to train all bicep muscles we need to understand the anatomy of biceps. So you can see that the inner part of the biceps muscles is the short head, and the medium one is the center one, the center one is the long head. Okay, and this one is brachialis, the outer one. Okay, so we need to train each part of the biceps in order for us to get the peak and the size. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. So let's understand. So you can see in this picture, this is the inner part, this is the short head, and this center one, this is the long head, and the outer one, this small piece, the small piece is the brachialis. Okay, so exercises for the long head of the biceps. So it's very simple. Whenever you're training your biceps using barbell curl, then you need to keep a short grip. When you keep a short grip, you will be training the long head of the biceps, which is the center one. Okay, and then there is inclined dumbbell press on. You can do it on a bench, and it's a very effective exercise, guys, because remember, your long head of biceps is starting from this point up until here. If you can do standing curls as well, but then if you're doing it on an inclined bench, you can see there's a complete stretch right from this point where your bicep muscles are joined up until the end of the bicep muscles. You get complete stretch in the inclined dumbbell press. That's why it's very useful for your biceps growth. Okay, and next is the preacher curl. Okay, so you can do the close grip preacher curl. Okay, and then you'll be able to focus on your long head of the biceps, which is the center one. Okay, and then you can do concentration curl as well. Okay, which will really help you to get the peak of the biceps. Okay, next is exercises for the short head of the biceps, which is the inner part of the biceps, the inner muscles. Okay, so for that you need to do a wide grip. So wide grip, barbell curl by standing curl, wide grip on the preacher as well. Okay, so you can do all of that. All right, so the next tip is that there should be 1:3 biceps or triceps ratio. Okay, guys, biceps is a very short muscles. Okay, it's not very big, so especially, and whenever you are working out in other parts of the body, like when you're doing back, shoulders, or other lifts, in all the other parts your biceps are being involved some or the other way, so they are being worked out. So it is very important that when you are actually focusing on your biceps training, at that time you don't spend too much time into it, because a lot of people have a myth that if I train my biceps more, I'm gonna gain a big biceps. That's not the way it works. It should be 1:3 biceps triceps ratio. So your triceps require more training and your biceps require less training. So you should train your biceps not more than once in a week. So don't train more than once a week, because I followed this myself and I could see some results. And your biceps grow when you're actually sleeping. Okay, so if you need the size in the biceps, you need to give rest. Okay, which is the next tip. You need to give rest for the biceps to grow, because when you're sleeping, that's the time the biceps grow. So make sure you give rest. In fact, when I used to work out and I was really focusing on gaining the size, after I come back from the gym, I'll eat a little, and then after some time I'll get a good sound sleep. So it's very important to give rest to your biceps, and that's when it's growing. All other parts are growing somewhat or the other, but biceps grow only when you're sleeping, not otherwise. Okay, next is balanced diet. Okay, so all of the hard work that you do in the gym is of no use if you're not concentrating on your food. If you're still eating junk food, if you're not having enough proteins, carbs in your diet, then those things are not really going to help. So make sure that you have a balanced diet, and definitely it's going to help you. All right, so that's about it, guys. So thanks for watching. Please do share and subscribe if you like my video, with others. Okay, and you can leave the comment if you have any questions. Take care, guys. Bye bye.